Let's get over to the Steve Kerr press conference presented by BMW.
I didn't think of that as it was happening. No, maybe the Thunder fans did. I was just trying to win the game. We were trying to hang on, and but it was great to see Clay, hit those back-to-back threes to kind of seal the win. Just fun to have him back, and he looks great out there. He's moving great. It's fun to be able to play him 29 minutes. Bump that up. So it's great to have Clay back.
I think you only played like 12 or 13 in the first half and then really pushed it in the second.
Yeah.
Is that by design?
That was by design. Yeah, we wanted to get him, more minutes in the second half, and I think it'll start to be a cleaner rotation from here on out as he continues to bump up the minutes.
What does like a cleaner rotation look like? What does that term mean?
Meaning we don't have to think about it. Like we don't have to pull him out. He might be going really well, and we could play him a few extra minutes without having to follow, a strict guideline. So more fluid, I should probably call it.
How this game ended, was it help the game end? He had those extra minutes at the end he could play instead of being on a player restriction, because I think earlier you mentioned trying to figure out ways to make sure he was in late game situations, so that nice to have that 30-minute not cushion, but a little bit more.
Yeah, that was great to be able to have him out there, and obviously, we're still dealing with injuries to key guys. I mean, without Draymond, changes our rotation dramatically. We held out Andre out in the second half because he tightened up his back. So we were kind of scrambling a little bit in the fourth quarter. Moses played in Andre's minutes, did a great job, and it was nice to get him some really key moments in a pressurized game, and I thought he handled it beautifully. I thought Jordan Poole played a fantastic game, really decisive and efficient with the ball. And Steph too, the ball moved beautifully tonight, 30 assists. And for the most part, we took care of it. Biggest issue for us tonight was the offensive boards. They had 18 of them. All those extra possessions was what allowed them to stay in the game.
Do you blame that on just you weren't really small, obviously, a ton, or did you feel like even with that there was lack of boxing out?
Yeah, I mean, if you are going small, everybody's got to be vigilant and on their toes and proactive rather than reactive. And I felt like we were kind of reactive on several plays, just kind of ball watching. So it's, there's a combination of maybe a smaller lineup, but also not being as aggressive as we needed to be.
What have you thought of Jonathan's past 3 games?
JK's been great. He had a really nice night tonight in a stretch in the first half where he set a beautiful screen for Jordan. Jordan went in and got a dunk. And what I loved about that play was he had the ball earlier in the possession, and he just got the ball out of his hands quickly and went up and set the screen. It was 0.5 basketball. It's everything we try to preach on a daily basis. So JK is starting to feel more and more comfortable with what we're trying to accomplish on the floor. Still got a long way to go, but getting better every day.
Back, do you think? Is it much of a concern, or is it just after not playing for 8-9 games?
I mean, it's a concern. I mean, he hasn't played, and then his first game back, it tightens up. So it's definitely a concern. We need him. You can see how good he was in that first half. He just does so many things for us. So I'm definitely concerned.
Is this second unit with Kuminga as a 5? Is that something you hope to turn more into this season?
Well, it's we're just kind of putting lineups together that we think can be successful, but as we get healthier, Draymond will be playing some 5. We'll see how it all plays out, but he's definitely perfectly suited to play a small 5 just with his strength.
Yeah, he'll step over and take that charge.
Yeah. Steph took one and JK took one also. That was great. I thought we had a little more activity defensively tonight. Wasn't a great night defensively, but there were signs that we were a little bit better. So hopefully that continues.
What is it about JK's game that allows him to move into that small ball 5 role?
Just his strength and power and explosion. The league is generally small now, and there's a lot of 5s who are, basically 4s who have been, moved up to the 5 spot. So, we wouldn't have him guard Joel Embiid or anything, but with most of the matchups each night, JK is perfectly capable of handling that spot defensively.
I'm sorry to touch on this earlier, but how nice was it to see Clay hit those shots up there? Kind of a clutch situation.
It was great. All I could think about was that game a few years ago. No, I'm just kidding. It was awesome just to have to Clay back in crunch time, knowing the defense was going to be heavily slanted towards Steph, and for Clay to get free and knock down a couple shots was really fun to see.
Just bigger picture, how does it make you feel that you're on a 9-game winning streak without Draymond and without Andre, both of that?
Yeah, it speaks really well of our team and our depth and the character and the guts of our players. They've adapted really well. We've had a lot of guys contribute. We've had guys, like Moses and Juan and Damian Lee, just stay ready, and really contribute to winning on the nights when we call upon them, and stay ready when we don't. And that's so huge. Everybody's approach each night is crucial. And I feel like right now we're in a great place emotionally. Our guys have a good spirit, and they're sacrificing, and they know their chance will come. And along with that, I feel like we're really moving the ball. It's, the offense has clicked over the last couple of weeks. And that's allowed us to outscore some teams during this stretch, which we've needed to, because our defense hasn't been great.
Obviously, you never want guys like Draymond and Andre to be injured, but do you think in the grand scheme of things that this experience for the younger guys can be beneficial come playoff time?
Yeah, 100%. Just getting JK and Moses time, in these situations is crucial for their development. So, you've got to use these opportunities as a staff, but also the players individually.